We just recently put out a deck guide. Actually, a couple of them while they're coming, but I just posted this yesterday on the Patreon. Gave a pretty in-depth sideboard guide that is completely up to date, pretty intuitive, I think. There was one thing that I was getting a little bit of backlash on in the Oops All Spells matchup. Obviously, Oops has seen a lot of popularity. It's pretty hot new. I mean, well, it's been around for a while, but it's gained a lot of traction. You know, it's a real deck, and if you look, there's been actually quite a few of them that have kind of transformed post-board into this, like, Barrogoyf, Dauthi Voidwalker, type, like, just, I'm going to power out one or two powerful creatures in the first turn, or two. And so as a part of that, one keynote in my mapping, I left 2 swords in against that matchup, just because I didn't want to be stone cold dead to, like, something like that. And so anyways, we were debating that on the Breakfast Discord, and somebody's like, why are you not taking out all your swords against Oops All Spells? And, like, I commented back to that, and he's like, well, not every list is doing that. I'm like, right, except for the couple lists that just recently, 5-0'd and did well, and, like, top 8 of the challenge. Like, those lists are. So, like, I think for the next week or two, until proven otherwise, I like hedging like that. So, I mean, I guess what I'm getting at is having the up-to-date mapping, right? Like, paying attention to stuff like that, and giving yourself the smallest, like, percentage to hedge against a map, like, until proven otherwise, right? Because that's the thing about, like, Oops All Spells, for example. Some of them, Charbelcher, Lion's Eye Diamond, right? That's, like, their game 2 thing. And, like, it's not like I'm boarding out my Force of Wills. It's not like I'm not boarding in, Force of Negations and stuff. So, I mean, to say that, like, that's incorrect, I think that's a marginal difference, right? Like, I think I'm hedging a little bit in that direction until proven otherwise, right? Like, I don't think I'm going to mulligan to a hand and be like, well, I got a swords against Oops All Spells, like, I'm good to go. Like, you're probably just going to die. So I think that that's also a keynote. And as a part of that guide too, like, I also talk about, like, some certain, like, interesting key matchups. The general sideboard guide, mulligan decisions. So, and, like, we're doing that for, like, pretty much every deck, and we're just spamming them out. I just got done. I did another one the other day, and then I'm also working on another one, and then TJ and Ben are also working on some. So we're going to be pushing a lot of those out on the Patreon coming up. I think that's going to be very helpful. Just talking about, like, key interactions, common play patterns, things that people might not necessarily think about or have dealt with before. And then, just, like, generally how we think it's positioned. So that was, kind of what the guide was. And again, I mean, this is a pretty stock list. I mean, this is, the list that I've been playing for a few weeks now. Nothing in the main deck has changed. Very, very much so like that. And then the sideboard is also very clean. You have your 3-3 package of your unfair stuff. And then, kind of just, like, hedging against other stuff. You have, like, little one-ofs, which is great. You have some, like, anti-counterspell protection. Needle, which is great. Just against a lot of stuff. Goblin Charbelcher. Boom. It's good. And then Disenchant. Disenchant has been phenomenal. That card is super impressive right now in the format. Because there's a lot of Leyline of the Voids. There's a lot of Blood Moons. Like Grafdigger's Cage, Ghost Vacuums. I mean, just general stuff that is really bad against, or really bad for this deck. So Disenchant definitely has earned a pretty solidified spot in the sideboard. I think as long as Blood Moons and Leyline of the Voids are running around, I don't think I'm cutting a Disenchant from my sideboard, personally. So, this is, I mean, a very stock list, but again, let's get into it. Let's jam a game. Oh, that's pretty quick. Yes. Goldrot. Alright. I don't hate this. Pretty safe. Oh, he's going to 6. Love that. 5. Is he playing Oops? If he's playing Oops all spells, and I have double force, feels real good. Because then, I mean, they're playing like Unmasks and Thoughtseizes. But like, he has to have all of that, plus like Ritual, plus Guy. Like, it's a lot to ask for, right? So with this, to be safe, I can just get a basic island. Because if he's not playing Oops and he has Wasteland, I don't want to just automatically lose. Or who knows, he could be playing like Blue-Black Reanimator. It's not Oops all spells. Alright, let's just main phase this guy. Well, that's not good. So I'll probably hold the Brainstorm. Like, I'll take my natural draw next turn, and then I'll probably hold the Brainstorm for another turn, because like right now we're locked. Because that'll just help me dig another card, right? Okay, this is like 99% the mirror match. Or not the mirror match. So this is like Bant and Audio, I'm guessing. And a Collector Oof that's going to beat me in the face and not let me combo. I think I'm just gonna force that. Oh, Spellseeker. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it again. Like, that mattered, right? Like, with Spellseeker... Man. Because then, like, this way, I'll draw through that Narcomoeba. Because I'll draw it naturally next turn. And then, hopefully, have the ability to find another land, put the Narcomoeba back on top, and fetch, sure. Play land. Dang it. Okay, so now we're out of the lock, technically. Okay. I don't dislike this. So... that was the wrong land. But we're okay. hopefully that Meticulous Archive's on top. Because if it is, then we're still very fine. But if it's not... I mean, like, Swords is really bad for us here, right, too? Because we can only combo at sorcery speed. Spellseeker? Oh, he just bought Yorion. Okay. I actually think... I mean, he is tapped out. If he doesn't have Force, we are in. I mean, he could also have Solitude. I just don't think he had anything else to do with his mana, so he bought. So the big reason I'm like attempting to go for it here is because he's tapped out. And I'm playing around a Swords to Plowshares. Nice. Never punished, dude. I love it. Because, like, he was on a Multified, right? Alright, so some Spellseeker. I've seen this deck before. I just don't really know what he's doing. I mean, definitely Cavern, definitely Teferi. Definitely that. I mean, his activated ability. What is he even grabbing with Spellseekers? Like, it can't be High Tide or anything, right? Some Bant Yorion list. I've played against this before. What's this guy's name? Let's look. Unfortunately, Goldrot. Let's see. Oh, no, he doesn't play online at all. I don't even know what he's grabbing with that. I mean, I doubt this has Spellseeker in it. Yeah, it doesn't have Spellseeker in it. Okay, so we're just kind of like going for it. So Noble Hierarch, Spellseeker. He's probably got Green Sun Zenith in the deck. Probably some enchantment based. I don't think we're trying to win there. I don't think he has Wasteland. I could cut a Misty. Alright, what'd I get rid of? 2 days and a Misty? Man, just 2 cards, that sucks. Alright, till proven otherwise. I feel like a lot of this lines up decently well. And that's the problem. Like, he's getting some random bonus points just because we just don't know what he's doing, right? I mean, Very little interaction, but you know, I can't stop the turn 1 Noble Hierarch, but I can Prismatic Ending it. Yeah. Oh, Carpet Flowers. Yeah, I would like to top deck a land, please. Okay, that is not a land. So, I think in the nature of wanting... Because like, he's not going to get anything off of it because of the fetch land. So I think I just stay with this. So I get the Surveil, find another land, and then I can ending it. Yeah, I would like 2 lands, please. That would be... Double Carpet of Flowers is a thing. I'm glad I have both Prismatic Endings. Alright. Find me a mana. That is not a mana. That is also not a mana. I mean, I'll take it. Force is good. Force negation. Yeah, that's not happening. Especially because, like, if I don't draw another land, I have that ending lined up. Like, he kept a greedy 1-lander. Like, the rest of his hand's got to be busted, right? Yeah. Sure. That is fine. Give Papa a land. Okay. Don't hate it. Prismatic Ending. Low-key best card in the deck. Not really. Naughty's the best card in the deck. I mean, or like outside of Brainstorm, right? Like Brainstorm is just absolutely insane. After I killed his 2 Carpet Flowers, he draws another land. What's he keeping blue up for? Spell Pierce, probably? Flusterstorm. Watch it be like Stifle. Nope. I would like to keep that, please. Spell Pierce. Brainstorm. I love it. Teferi's out. Can't cast it. Oof. 3rd Carpet of Flowers. Does he have 4 Carpet of Flowers in this deck? I mean, that gives him 3 lands. So, like, in theory, he can exile Teferi with Prismatic Ending? No, he can't, because he only gets 1 color. Yeah. Green, green, oof. Sure. Okay, so like the only thing that interacts here is Fairy Macabre. switch. Because he can't surgical. Green, blue, white. Ah. I hit green. Let's plus this guy. Boom. And we have effectively drawn a ton of cards. I just think we've had so much advantage at this point that it just doesn't even matter. And like, to save Teferi, I will absolutely throw Nomads in front of him too. Because again, that puts him on exactly... Or I have Swords, never mind. But I was just saying, if I didn't, that puts him on like exactly Faerie Macabre. We can't respond, buddy. But hey, you have 4 mana. 3 cards in your hand. You can do something. Sure. What color would you like? Spellseeker. Let's see what he gets with this Spellseeker. I think if I remember right too, this deck was kind of cool. But I don't remember what he gets. Let's look. I mean, the game's functionally over. Orm's Chant. You can't chant me during my turn, buddy. Okay. So... I mean, he's got Chant, so I think I just go green, white, blue, Nadu, this guy, this guy, this guy. I mean, I could chant him, and that would be kind of funny. Sure. Just ponder again. Ugh. Chant me? Nope. Wizard. Core. No. Again, we're just at like such a low fail rate at this point. He's got 2 cards in his hand. I don't know why he's still playing. Like I forewent the illusionists because Wrath? What do you 4 white? Ephemerate. Yeah, I don't know why we're playing here, man. That's what this was. It was an ephemerate pile. That's right. I forgot about that. I mean, even at this point, we can just like beat him in the face. He kept the card on top. I mean, at this point, he doesn't have any answers. Yep, that's what I thought. Alright, pretty easy. 2-0. I mean, Naughty just gets so out of hand that it, like, you know, at that point, it's like almost a non-zero chance of losing. And again, like, we were in the blind. I'm like, he's just playing some, like, control-ish pile. So just, like, taking out things that aren't ideal against that matchup. And I think in that case, it was just bringing in things that were just better, right? Because we cut, what, Daze and a land? Like, dazes aren't horrible, but like especially on the draw, like that's just not the game plan that I'm trying to do. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Ugh. The hand's not capable. This hand is fine. Keep, bottom, done. Boom. Hedge Maze. Ponder. I would like to keep that. I think going with the Hedge Maze first, then just like leaving the land up to like emergency brainstorm. Oh, nice. All right. So if he just goes for it, so like this limits the cards that are on the top of my library. Because like that allows me to like potentially B-Storm, but that gets me more looks. Ooh. I mean, if he doesn't have the combo, very good for us. Okay, I like that. Island, Shuko. Interesting. We're pretty soft if he just has the combo, but I think if we play it, sure. Narcomoeba. None of that gives me an answer, though. Oh, nice. Just jam, dude. Just jam it. Okay. So a lot of people in the mirror match go down to like this, like a Bant control list, right? Which I don't think is wrong necessarily, but I'm more on the I just want to have answers, but I like the all-in aspect of it a little bit more. Because, you know, like, and my thought process behind it is I don't want to be like completely dead in the water. Like, I'm playing this like mid-range control deck and like my opponent just like automatically you know, like just goes, okay, I untap and I kill you. So I'm more on like the permanent based. Do I want that? A sorcery speed is not that great. I can cut a land. It's pretty easy. Like, the consigns are okay. It's only good if he goes for the combo. And I think that you're almost crazy if you go for the combo. Whereas, like, Chant is good if I want to combo. So, I don't think that this is horrible. I like the permanent-based graveyard interaction. Like, Arguable could bring in Teferi. But, like, everything else is just so live. Oh, I'm at 61. What did I bring in? Oh, the Cavern. Sure. That's fine. We'll play with 61 cards. Because I don't think that I was... Man, they are busy today. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oof. Snapkeep. Meticulous. Oh, yeah, sure. Keeps it on top. I'm gonna Tundra Ponder. See what we got going on here. Well, I don't hate any of these. No. Because, like, the only thing that's, like, scary at this point is, like, Nadu. Because I think that's a lot what this game becomes about post-board. But, again, it's not... Like, as long as you can prevent them from, like, doing the unfair thing, I think that it's mostly fine. He's gonna fetch. He's not gonna play Nadu. No, he just lets it go. Ponder. Well. Green and white. I think we just let him mill himself out here. This guy must not know the general heuristics. Oh, he's got Cauldron, that's dope. You can't beat 2 Fairy Macabres, bro. I feel bad for this guy. Okay. Oracle. And does he have Memories Journey? No? This is the only real way to clock me. That's what I thought. So, yeah, generally, whoever goes for it in the mirror match typically loses first. Whoever goes for it first typically loses. I don't think that like having 2 fairies obviously was pretty good, and that's kind of what I was insulating myself against, was just having the unfair thing happen. I think he boarded correctly, because I think if you board the combo out completely, I don't think that is 100% correct, because he was right in theory. He got through my 1 fairy, which I thought that concealing my information and not losing all my Force of Wills was correct. But I also had the swords. So, I mean, but if he had Force, he had it covered, right? So in theory, he had it covered. He could have just comboed off and won on the spot. Rick 19. Yeah, I love it. Actually, I was watching Newton's stream last night, and he used the hypogeometric calculator. Ugh, that's Savannah, dude. Alright. I'm on the draw. Do I risk it for the biscuit? Dude, let's try it. For science. I don't know if actual money was online, if I would keep this hand. I think actually I had something very similar to this in my deck guide, and it was something like Savannah, but we're on a Malta 6. I think that was a 7, and I said mulligan it, which is correct, but we're just gonna send it. Turn 1 Urza Saga. See, that's what I was saying, probably 100% of mulligan. If only that said, if I could prismatic ending Urza Saga, that'd be so good.
I don't think the hand in the guide though had prismatic ending. Still, like 100%. Like, even though I was gonna go to 5, like probably a mulligan. Yeah, that's pretty much why. So even if he gets needle, he has to pick one, and I can ending it, but I can ending the token too. Oh, he didn't even float mana? Oh, no, okay, he just put it on the stack. He's debating on what to do. Oh, this is horrible. Whoa, what's this? I like glance down and like next thing I know. Alright, so that's on Shuko. Scry 1. Okay, well, he's got everything covered. Okay, I'm not blocking. Except prismatic ending. Costs 1 generic less to cast. And like my thought was on this, I can take another beating from the construct token, but if I just top deck a land, I want the ability to be able to draw or just win, right? Well, that's not the land though. Oh yeah. That doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it's so good. I'm just gonna kill the constructs. Give me a billion turns. I mean, he does have 2 cards, which is slightly concerning. Okay. I was like, Kozilek's Command? Because that would be terrifying. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so like it worked out. Nice. Alright, artifacts. Guess what's good? Disenchant. Yeah. Love it. I mean, Needling Saga is probably good. Teferi is probably not horrible. These are obviously great. These are good. Is there anything else? No. Teferi's a maybe. That deck's so fast. Days. He's like some sort of like artifact combo deck, so I think trimming those is fine. I can trim a land, that's probably fine. I don't know if he plays Chalice or Karn, but cutting a Shuko is probably fine. Trimming an Illusionist is fine. Trimming an Audio on the draw is fine. Sure. Don't hate it. I want to get rid of the planes. probably. Because I don't think he's shutting my mana off, really. Let's run it. I mean, sure. I'll start with the Urza Saga. Grim Monolith. Yeah. Lots of mana. So if I start with the Saga, that's a turn 3, but I'm down a Consigned Memory. And I think Consigned Memory matters a shade more. So we'll just play an island and pass. Scream that we have Consigned Memory. Give him a free Thought Seize on it. Helm. I like that. Mystic Forge. Don't like that. Okay. Probably just get this going. I guess I could have... I mean, I want to get the Naughty going eventually, but I guess I could have just played the Flooded Strand, which would have let me hardcast the Force Negation because of the Helm. And it would have been better. But I mean, I still think technically having one Force up and then like emergency other Force is probably fine. Yeah. I was gonna make a construct, but I think I just want to jam the Illusionist. Like, I could have kept it up to pitch to something, but oh, I keep forgetting Helm. I'm wasting so much mana. But this line gives me a Surveil plus. So I should have just let him have it. I think I want white. Oh, I will keep that on top, thank you. So these Mystic Forge decks, they're typically playing Leyline, right? I think that's the Soul Guide Lantern. Perfect. Okay, so ending. I'm gonna float one. I'm gonna find Shuko. Because he can have, like, what, command dismember? But he can't even... Well, the command, yeah, you can do for 1, because Eldrazi Temple plus Planar Nexus. Okay. Sadie. Sadie. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Sadie, come here. Let's force that. Sadie. Hey, hey, hey. You're okay. Oh, so all he had was flute? Double flute? I guess we'll just go for it. Just play to our outs. Oh, nice, dude. Super clean. Super clean 3-0. Love it. Yeah, just play to our outs, right? Sadie, come here. It's okay. It's just people. Dog's going nuts. Yeah, I think that it's just, I mean, it's really hard to tell, like, when to go for it and when to not. And at that point, like, he had such a, like, he had a battlefield present and he only had 3 cards in his hand. And I think that I was playing to, like, alright, this is, like, you gotta force him to have it. And, like, he had, like, 2 flutes, so I'm just like, okay. Definitely misplayed, though, keeping the, or having the helm in play. Like, I wasn't taking full advantage of that, you know, just, like, tapping out unnecessarily. Not the most ideal thing in the world, but let's see if we can rip off 2 more. My buddy opened, I forget how many chests he said he opened the other day. And, like, some, like, astronomical amount, like 100 something chests. And he's like, I got 44 ticks. Like, not that much. I was like, ooh. Young Gert. I mean, very slow. I mean, it has Force and Ponder and Nadu. I mean, it's not bad, right? Just, I mean, it's slow. I mean, sure. Game 1 we'll keep. Why not? It depends. If it's going to be a grindy game, I'm sure that it's fine. And, like, we have Force. We have Force Ponder. Why not keep it? Force Ponder. 2 of the best blue cards in the game. Don't want that. I mean, now for him, lets him know that I don't need another Force of Will. Surprise, I'm playing blue cards. Oof. Not ideal. Okay. Okay. I can get behind this. So, bottom, there, no, yes. that's not good. The One Ring. I mean, he's gonna get a lot of advantage out of that, so no. I wish I could kill that. Wizard. Go. Well, we're in a predicament. Because he's playing something very unfair, and I wish I kind of would have kept that other Force of Will. But it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. I mean, keep it. Okay. Pretty sure he's F6'd. Seems like it. A Doomsday. Dress down. I mean, we'll force. Yeah. Nice. Love it. So, I mean, like, Doomsday, probably. But he's got Dress Down in the deck. And artifacts to sacrifice to beseech the mirror, I'm guessing. But he's like a blue base deck.
Let's try that. Let's see. I'm putting him on like some sort of like Doomsday, Beseech the Mirror type something. I don't know. I mean, we didn't see a ton. We saw like Vault of Whispers, Dark Ritual, One Ring, Blue Black. Did he play Urza Saga? Or is that just us? I mean, sure. Keep. I got a Brainstorm Force of Wills. I love it. Blue. I don't know how I got away for so long not playing blue. I guess I just didn't want to be a slave to the man. But here we are. Leyline. Oh no. Can't beat it. Oh wait. We have Teferi and Disenchant in our deck. Yeah. Love it. Chant is so good too. I'm like 99% sure I brought in Disenchant, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, Lotus Petal. Thoughtseize. Nope. I don't want him to have information. And he's going to take that as a win. Because he 2-for-1 me, which is fine. Okay, I can get rid of that. I can put another Naughty back. I can play that, because I can force the Naughty and then draw another one. Which I don't hate. Because that's our backup plan. Yeah, you got a Brainstorm. I love that. Did you find a mana? No. Ooh. Oh, it's on a scale of 1 to good. That's not good for him. Okay. Which, like, kind of sucks. I, like, kind of... That's, like... I feel bad for him. Because, like, at that point, like, you're just missing land drops. This isn't a game. But... At the same time, like, we're in a league, so I will take it. You keep those risky hands, and you're like, Leyline's got it. Like, it's unbeatable. I'm not playing Oops All Spells. But that's what I was saying earlier. Like, they're pivoting to that, like, Barrow strategy. So, again, I would just rather have a hedge against that, or just not be, like, stone cold dead to it, right? So I would love to Surveil, but I think at this point just making a guy and then slamming Nadu with Shuko. And then we live the dream. Let's go blue-green. I said Tropical Island. I said Tropical Island. I would have taken a Savannah too. We're doing stuff on my end step. You're gonna cast Dress Down. It'll make me feel really bad.
Young Gertz. You ever seen the Theo Vaughn where he talks about his buddy Egerton? Says Gert, he's like, no arms. He's like, choke more people out than anybody he knows. It's so funny. He's Egerton. That's funny. Theo Vaughn's funny. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. You know what I mean? Create a construct. So I'm going to create it, and then you're going to dress down and blow me out. Or not. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go Shuko. Shuko. I said Shuko. And then green, blue, the guy. Oh, he just conceded. I mean, he was kind of really screwed on his lands. Dude, let's do it. Let's do it. One more. One more. 8-0. 8-0. Let's do it. And I can't imagine, like, in a world that people are like, oh, Naughty's really good. Well, yeah, it's like a 2-card combo in a world that allows things like Dark Ritual and Thoughtseizes. Like, Dark Ritual, Thoughtseize, and Tomb Reanimate. Like, you know, and Tomb Reanimate's a 2-card combo that, I mean, absolutely functionally wins you the game. So, and I just don't think, and like the play patterns really are not bad. Like, you know, like you have Nomads and Naughty in play, and you're like, okay, I'm going to target this guy. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to target this guy. I'm going to draw a card. Like, you know, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put all lands into play. I'm going to do it 4 times. Like, I think in paper it plays out really clean. You know, it just gets convoluted when people start interacting on top of that, and you have to stack the triggers. But it's the same thing. Like, you ever played against Song of Creation? You know, Beseech the Mirror into Song of Creation's a 2-card combo, and then they just cast everything, and they're like, cast, trigger, draw 2, then imprint something on Chrome Mox. Like, you know, so you have to just be careful how you stack things. You know? And, like, Storm and just all this other stuff. So, I don't think it's a problem. It's 3 mana. And Pyroblast exists. So, like that, I don't know. I'm going to talk about something that's been pure gasoline, stock up. That card. I've seen a lot of that going on. And I think Legacy Council and I think Eureka also have been playing some variants with stock up in it. And then I've seen like other Ancient Tomb style decks that just slotted 3 or 4 stock ups in there. That card's good. Like, I think that card can like revitalize the traditional old 8 cast. You know, circumventing Orcish Bowmasters, just being an awesome mix between Dig Through Time and Expressive Iteration. Like, definitely powerful. Alright. There we go. No. Ugh. No real selection outside of Surveil lands. Like, Double Force is cool, Swords is cool, but I just don't think that this really gets there. Register. Boom. I mean, this hand really doesn't get there. But we're on the draw. We have a turn one Urza Saga. Man, I really hate to go to 5. But, like, we draw a single land, and this hand is awesome. And I'm on the draw. And it's game 1. And for science. Like, single land off the top. The greed we have. I love it. High risk, high reward. I guess the higher reward would be if we had like force plus like the turn 2. Like if we had like Shuko plus illusionist, force blue card, and we just had to rip a land. Like that's the highest reward, right? Like this is a medium reward. If we had Lotus Petal in the deck, we'd still be pseudo fine. Basic Forest. Okay. I'm less concerned. I'm more concerned that he's playing a green something deck and he's taking so much time playing a Basic Forest. There you go. Oof. The punishment. The punishment. The Punisher. It's coming. It's coming. I'm just gonna F6. Because, like, worst case, he plays, like, Guy Cradle, you know? Alright. Green Sun? Yep. For Collector of... No, White of the Reliquary. Okay. Oof. I mean, not good. Because I feel like he is now significantly ahead. It's a problem if they untap with that card. If this is Newton's Cradle Control, like, this is... It's a problem. Like, he untapped with that card. Now he has all sorts of interaction. Because he can just go get Bojuka Bog. Psychath Cub. Want to bet? Okay, Green Sun for Psychath Cub. Oh, oof. Sure. Makes sense. Okay, let's do that. We're not going to give him any information. So we took our first L because of our greed. Let me think here. Against Cradle Control. So if he's smart... They normally play Fairy Macabre. So I definitely think I want Needle. He does not play Wasteland. I mean, and if he's on the new Newton list, like, that just lines up really well against it, right? Like, he's bringing in his Artifact Hate. Like, because I'm on the play again. I think we just run this. I think we just run that. Because, like, we conceded to Collector Roof. He saw double Urza Saga. So he's probably, like, Mystic Forge something, right? Yeah, same principle, except this time we just have the turn 3. And like we can just like turn 2 slow him down, turn 3 go for it. Cuz like doubtful he has anything. Oh wow. Does he just have the natural oof? So he gets Dryad Arbor. Let's go this way. Right? Dryad Arbor. Hedge Maze. What? Alright, this might not be Newton's Cradle list. This might be like Value City, something else. I don't know. Yeah, he just had the natural oof. Hey.
Hey, just reminded not to forget goldfish.
Correct.
Okay, appreciate you.
Yep, love you.
I love you.
Okay, got rid of the oof. Now okay. Shuko. Fetch. Tropical Island. So we can flashback Memories Journey if he randomly targets us. Force of Vigor. Okay. Yeah, and then I got nothing. I got a great prismatic ending. Wait, sure. Oh, that'd have been so good. One turn ago. I mean, it finds it. Yeah, and it puts something on the battlefield. Sure. Man, should I have kept that on top? One blue. Flusterstorm. What is this guy playing? I mean, he untaps with that White of the Reliquary, and this is really bad. Flusterstorm. I think we targeted the upkeep. I don't think I want that Urza Saga. Good. There's a lot of not great things coming up. I mean, that's fair. I mean, that white is an issue. That white is a huge issue. I mean, we have the swords, but, like, we can't really beat a lot of his interaction. I mean, we can if we just swords it and pray. What you got? Does he got the answer? Does he got the answer? I mean, he can Flusterstorm me again. But I'll just main phase Memory's Journey and put Oracle on top. Because then again, I don't think there's a land that he can grab that does anything, right? Where is it? Dread Return. That's his Oracle. 1, 2, 3. Flusterstorm? Endurance. And he can pay 1 for days. That sucks. Okay. So how does Memory's Journey help? I don't think that it does. Man, that's rough. Sadie, hey. Man, Endurance. And that Noble Hierarch. Man, that's rough. Hey, Settle down. You're fine. And he got rid of my Dread Return. Man. I think we're out of this game. That sucks. Almost the perfect. They only play like 2 endurances too. And like if he thought I was playing like a Mystic Forge deck or like an artifact based deck, like why keep those in? I don't know. I mean, he had 2 cards, right? He had 2 cards in his hand, so I'm like, you just gotta go for it. Psycath Cub. Yeah, why couldn't you just have a Psycath Cub? Yeah. Because you had endurance plus something. Dude, I thought we had it. Well, there's part of it, but I can't win. I'm not going to be able to beat that in the next few turns. Not with Daze and Shuko. 4-1. Respectable. Elusive 5-0. But, I mean, still. Like, feel really good. I kept a bad hand game 1. But, that's fine. That's how we learn. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We're going to post this, and yeah, if you guys want to link to the Patreon, like I said, a lot of deck guides coming up, a lot of, there's mulligan decisions in there and stuff, like obviously there was 2 times that I should have mulliganed, 1 time was fine, the other time was not, so, but just like talking through a lot of that stuff, and then general heuristics with the decks, so, yeah, tune in for some of that stuff, subscribe.